Good evening and welcome to the Minions of the Zoo Saturday edition. I am your host, Keep It the Hairy channel, and with me tonight are Minions 3, Sora Luna.
Hello.
DrFunctional.
Whoa.
Serenity Star 13.
Hello.
And we're expecting a late and therefore gay SkepTok later, probably, right? Yeah, okay. There he is. And SkepTok.
Hey guys.
Who's a planet. Hi, SkepTok.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay.
What would you like?
Weather's been
To know
perfect.
about Windows Registry.
Windows Registry, it's really good because instead of each individual program having its own settings and then the operating system having settings, you take all the settings and put them into a single interface that is intuitive and easy to work with. We call that the Windows Registry. There's a program, it's called regedit, man. Don't just fire it up. It's easy.
Yeah,
And
I've used regedit for so long. I actually have all the shortcut, the hotkeys memorized.
I'm sure you do. Well, I told you when I was having that little issue with the state of California and I had to go back and figure out what was going on in my books in 1997 and 1998. I had to spin up like a VM of an old thing and stuff. So I've had enough dealing with Windows lately. And no.
Yes, it's the thing. You're used to an operating system that just runs your programs and your computer, and runs the hardware and runs the software that you want on.
Well, you would think that I would be clever enough to do that, but no. So, for instance, I have this Rodecaster Duo, which is the secret sauce that makes all the audio work, where you're not yelling at me because there's feedback and everybody can hear each other and all that sort of stuff. That's all accomplished by this piece of equipment that's about $500. And you would think for that amount of money, because that's like real money, that it would just work. Oh God, no. Oh no. I was trying to put a new sound sample on the what's called the pad, where I can bring up things like that, just press buttons. It's fun. But
Windows
I can't
malfunction sound. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't get the damn thing to accept any new sounds, and it's driving me absolutely bonkers. But that's okay. Enough about me. The weather here is absolutely perfect. It's low 70s, high 60s.
How you doing, Sora?
I'm alive.
Good to hear your voice.
Yeah. Yeah, she's back.
Regularly.
Yeah.
And there goes the roboting.
It's fine.
We've got a full quorum tonight, don't we?
We do. I mean, Geodes might even show up. That'll just really mess everything up.
That would complete the scene.
Yeah. Oh, this is fun. When my mouse goes over the Zoom thing, you can see it in the capture. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, we'll come back to you in a moment.
We didn't write that part of the code.
SkepTok. Hi, Sora. Is there anything that's new and exciting that you can share with the class?
It's FIFA.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. For anyone who likes football.
Mm-hmm.
It's been really exciting. I have not yet gone out of the house to enjoy any of the FIFA festivities. So I am going tomorrow. I hope. We have a game in my city tomorrow. So it's Egypt versus Switzerland, I believe. And then Wednesday, again, is an important game. So that has been the most fun of my life for the last 10 to 12 weeks.
Yeah.
You're up to speed publicly.
Well, we are going to talk a little bit about the football stuff or the FIFA stuff later. Mostly just kind of light stuff associated with it, nothing too serious, because I'm not qualified. I don't know anything. I mean, I say that, but I probably know far more about FIFA and World Cup than I do about American football or basketball. I don't think I can name a single football player in the NFL right now. And I'm hard pressed to even think of many of the names of the teams. That's how bad I am. But
O.J. Simpson is still playing, right?
the Juice. I heard they called him the Juice.
The Juice, yes.
And wasn't there this other guy
it's not
that-
a religious element to that.
Well, there was another guy that they called the Reverend. That was his nickname. I remember that from being in a room when there was a football call one time, and that caught my attention, but I can't remember who the hell it was. Oil Can Boyd? I don't know. I can't remember anything when it comes to
Oil
American
Can
football.
Boyd was a pitcher for the Red Sox.
Okay. Well, see, there you go. There you go.
Oil Can.
Hey, Dr. Functional.
Oh,
Hey, are you eating?
yeah. I was
Okay.
a little late on the steak today, so
What kind of steak?
Medium rare, I hope.
sirloin, yeah.
Sirloin's good.
With it was only dry brined for 2 hours, but like that's the minimum I'll do. I ran out of food and I needed to go to the store, so I was a little late.
Yeah, I've got
And,
a. Sorry, go
Got a
ahead.
bunch of sirloin and
Hmm.
put it in the process of the dry brine. So the one now is delicious, but it's okay. The ones, excuse me, that I kept on the rack and just put it in the fridge, those tomorrow will be like the best steaks ever.
I have a
Reggie
fancy
White.
chicken dry brining in the fridge right now.
Yeah, it was Reggie White.
Was he the Reverend? Sorry, was that confirmation?
That was
Yes.
confirmation. It was
Okay.
yes, uh-huh.
I didn't get the so. Yeah, it's
Well, there's two references. There's one that's in Australian football.
it would not be him.
No, it's
Yeah,
Reggie White is right.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah, that's absolutely right. You got it right.
Yeah.
Definitely right.
But you said there's an Australian guy. It would definitely not be him because they were not watching Australian football at the time. This was
Don't they call it footy down there?
yeah, they call
Yeah.
it yeah. It's hard to hear them because they're upside down.
No,
Ner.
no.
Did I send you that most recent Australian meme, which I really liked? I'll find it while people are talking. So let's see. So I ended up ordering a camera for the motorcycle today, Serenity.
Mm-hmm.
And this probably won't come as a shock to you, but I got the Insta360 Ace Pro 2.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because I'm fine with being boring and just only having a really good picture of what's in front of me, as opposed to the weird swoopy doopy 360 invisible stick experience that they have. Some of those videos are really cool, but
Mhm.
I just want to like be able to take video and then post it, not take video and then go and spend a bunch of time trying to decide how to turn it into some sort of video experience after the fact. I don't want to spend hours after the fact in post trying to make some compelling video because that's not what this is about. So thing one is it's good to generally have video of what's going on around you on the road because sometimes it comes in handy. Otherwise, the other thing is it would be nice to be able to share stuff. So I'm hoping I can make some decent video for you guys. If you guys want to make video of like your town and take pictures of stuff, like walking around like Dr. Functional, if there's like cool stuff in Toronto and you want to take pictures and share them, I would love to see that.
Way to dox me. Thanks.
You said that.
Yeah, no, I've actually wanted to do something like that where my phone by itself, if I put it in my pocket, but the problem is the pockets are so deep, it like will constantly get in the way of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need something like a rig. Like they have those ones that are, because it has the good automated shaky resistance thing.
Yeah.
Image
stabilization.
stabilization. Thank you. I was brain farting for
But
a second
shaky
there.
resistance thing is a perfectly good alternate way to describe it.
See, I can describe what the hell I'm trying to figure out the word for.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I was looking at, the harness, you'll see there'll be some people out there. It looks like a reverse backpack with the mount on their in the center of their chest.
Mhm.
This is not it. This was more like a shoulder holster for a gun, but instead of there being the holster part for a gun, it's just over your heart and it's where the phone sits and it's more snug to your body. And that's something I really because I walk around all the time. And there are tons of video channels on YouTube of just people walking around their city. No commentary, there's no goal. It's just, hey, I'm walking around Paris, France for 4 hours. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to put out there.
Yeah, there's this one guy who does a lot of videos talking about how everything in California is dying. I mean, it is, but he likes to make it less fair by walking around San Francisco at 5:30 in the morning, going, "Look, there's nobody here. Everything's closed." Yeah, you moron. Do you think that that me, having lived in the state is all my life, don't know what San Francisco looks like at 5:30, 6 in the morning? It's like, you can make your point just fine without cheating, without trying to game the system. You don't have to be that guy. You could be better. You could be better and not try to make it deceptive on top of everything else. Just so irritating. But I don't think there's. I've gone looking for video of places just because I'm kind of curious. And I was watching this video today where some pilot was flying a small plane. He and his wife were flying into San Jose Maneta International Airport, and he was tooling around the area up in Silicon Valley and looking at stuff. And I was like, it is kind of weird when you see video of something that you don't usually see video of, but it's a place you've been in real life. I get like this kind of weird deja vu, surreal sort of thing. Kind of like it. But there's a lot of places around here that just, I don't find any video of it. The best you'll find is some realtor who's trying to say, "Oh, this neighborhood's really nice." And they're just wandering around. It's like, no, this is not the content I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's why I like those channels that it's just whatever the guy's doing, he's traveling around. Sorry, I've got a cheek full of bread and tomato. And it's like, yeah, I'm walking around Paris. I'm walking around Cairo. I'm walking around San Jose. And it's just like, you do get that sort of sense of disembodiment.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like the calmness of it that I can experience tangentially through him. But I can sort of experience what it would be like to walk down the street. And even if it's places I know I've already been, like San Jose, it is what it is. But then I get to experience someplace I'd never go, like Cairo, and be like, "Hey, look, I'm walking down the street in Cairo," tangentially. And it's because there's no plan, there's no dialogue other than, the sounds of the street. It really is kind of like an ASMR type effect where it's somewhat peaceful but also educational. That makes sense?
Yeah. It's a vibe, man. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just think it would be interesting to see other places. And I'd be curious also to know, of the things that are in the towns that you guys are in, which stuff is interesting to you. I mean, that's also interesting. It's to see which stuff you would decide. Because if you were in Chicago and you just took a picture of the bean, I'd be like, well, okay, well, everybody takes a picture of the bean.
Yeah.
I want to see.
I showed you a picture of my gym, and you were like, "That's great architecture."
I want to see a picture of like the best bench in the park that nobody goes to. That's kind of what I want to see. But I'm weird,
and that's why I showed you the picture of my gym, because normally nobody would be going to look at this building, but you look at it and you're like, "Wow, this is really interesting." And this is a public building. I'm like, yeah, it's not some garbage brutalist thing. It's this very Frank Lloyd Wright inspired, bringing nature inside and out. And then I'm like explaining, like, yeah, actually it's built into this very somewhat steep hill, and like underground is where like the indoor pool is. And like, that's the type of stuff I want to show people. Like you said, the coolest benches, and not, "Hey, we're going to go to Dundas Square where all the tourists are." No, that's boring. That's boring. You're boring me. Where's the good market? Where's the mom and pop shop that's going to get you like the best cuts of meat, the interesting stuff that nobody really will care, like the touristy people just aren't going to give a shit about.
No. Well, we're going to talk about tourists a little bit too. There's a lot of stuff in the spreadsheet, and I'm going to try to
Dark
keep
Side's got me in that vibe and mood.
Going to try to keep it kind of light. So I guess we should say, okay, so I'm all over the place here. Did I properly say hello to you, Serenity? She may have taken off.
What?
Did I properly say hello to you? Did I give you ample time to talk about things, or did I forget?
You talked about the camera, and that was about it.
Okay, because I thought you'd be interested. Is there anything that you wanted to add from your area?
Well, today's for another 42 minutes. Today is my state's birthday.
Ooh.
Whee!
Happy birthday.
It's your what? It's your what birthday?
State's birthday.
State's birthday.
It's
My
West
date
Virginia.
Oh.
for another 42 minutes. My time.
How did I miss that?
How old is your venerable state?
Oh God, make me do math. Oh Lord, hold on. Make sure I get my math right because it's an off number.
It's about 175 years.
Yeah, because we only just had
163.
Damn.
we only just had our sesquicentennial not that long ago in California.
Well, your state's not too much younger than ours
yeah,
because we came to be because of the Civil War. California wasn't a state at that point, but y'all aren't too far behind us, I don't think.
my friend James from Alabama. Every time I'd say Civil War, he'd say, "There's nothing civil about it." Just okay, James. Thanks. I have to. He was one of those always referred to as the War of Northern Aggression.
War of Northern Aggression, right?
Yeah, and
I call it that too, but ironically.
Well, the thing is like people will constantly say West Virginia is the South, and I have to constantly remind them. I was like, no, the South is technically who fought with the Confederacy.
Yep.
We did not fight with the Confederacy. We broke off and fought with the Union. Fuck you. Get your shit right before you start throwing up your country.
Yeah,
we are not.
Guys
Southern.
were a bunch of unionists.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were more. It was give a middle finger to Virginia, but yes, we were unionists.
Hillbilly, not
Yeah.
You were against Richmond, is what you were against.
Well, we were against the rich landowners of Virginia who were fucking us over, and we just happened to side with the Union. But yes,
And in hindsight, you did exactly the right thing.
yes, we did. We sided with the right side.
Because screw Virginia.
Because it was like middle fingers.
Oh gosh!
You took all Virginia. Took all of Virginia's coal.
Well, all their coal, all of their good lumber,
all their coal miners. Yeah.
It was just like we were like, no, we're over here. Screw you. Took the good river because we have the New River Gorge and the New River.
Yeah, you got the New River. That's nice.
I like that river. But yeah, no, it's kind of interesting. I think in another 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. It's then July 4th, so it's 250th for the country. So it's like my state's birthday, and then it's the big birthday.
Happy birthday!
And everybody's real sad because all the US, all the FIFA fans to go back to FIFA. We're all hoping we were going to play England on July 4th. And I'm like, guys, that's not happening. We're
amazing.
It would have been if we won. It would have been amazing if we won. But it's like we're not even in the same group, guys. Like it would be cool. It's not happening. Calm the fuck down, please.
Yeah.
But still, like, there's talking about FIFA just a little bit, but I both feel bad for the Europeans, but also am going to laugh my ass off because they are not prepared for America during 4th of July. Because the most they've ever seen is probably the one video from Los Angeles during COVID when all the Los Angeles lights went, screw you, Newsom, and just started blowing fireworks out of their backyards because they were like, no, we're going to celebrate even if we have to quarantine because you're a butt. Well, I have the most they've ever seen, and now it's like the big birthday.
Well, I have enjoyed some of the videos and the posts on social media from people from Europe who are just sort of like, this air conditioning thing, this is like the first good night of sleep I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh yeah, no, it's like it is funny though. Most of the other Europeans are okay. Germans, for some reason, they kind of have this same thing that Koreans do. Koreans have this weird thing called fan death, but fan death isn't actually a thing. Fan death was just a way for a family to cover up someone committed suicide. But they called it fan death, like you couldn't have the fan on you because the fan would cause you to die in your sleep. And like Germans are kind of like that about AC. Like, no, I get sick from the AC because it dries everything. It's like, get a humidifier that's a cool mist humidifier. You'll be fine. But when you live in the humidity that my state's in, you will never be dry again. It's never going to happen. I don't care how long that AC runs. It's never going to happen. So it's like, y'all need to calm down, take a deep breath, chill out.
Yes.
Dude, I had a bit of a moment today when I woke up because the Germans were marching.
Oh, God.
It was, and it was very innocent. It's because we have a very
Yes.
large German population, one
Yeah.
of them, and Germany is here playing Croatia or something.
I believe
I
it's
don't care.
Croatia.
They're playing somebody, so it was just them showing their colors. Everybody, every other team, every other faction. Ghana did it the other day. Canada and Bosnia did it the few days before. I mean, it was just a thing. But it's just when you open up with the Germans were marching, flags aplenty, and it's just like, wait, what are you talking about? FIFA.
Oh, they march.
It was a very good game.
Germany played the Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast.
Yeah,
And
and
it was and Germany. I'm sorry, Germans. That was a bit of a sad game.
yeah,
They
they
won
yeah,
at
by
the
1 point.
end.
Yeah.
At the end, their first goal was at like the 76 minutes or 67 minutes. I may have the numbers switched, and then they got in the stoppage time second goal. Now I think there was an original second goal or first goal I missed that was disallowed, and a lot of people were booing the referee for being unfair towards Germany. Apparently, there was some bad calls, but all in all, come on. I was expecting a little bit better of
Yeah,
Germany
really.
against Cote d'Ivoire, but
From the way they talk shit about everything, yeah.
Yeah.
No, England played Croatia because England and Croatia are in the same group. That's who played, and England beat Croatia only by 2 points, though. I'm just glad Qatar got their shit kicked in. That's all.
Go fuck
Oh, it was
yourself.
Canada, Qatar, wasn't it?
Yes, and Canada beat them by 6 points.
Yeah, 6-0.
Yeah, Canada just
after they broke our
demolished
leg.
them.
Yeah, it's like,
But I mean,
look what happens when you can't pay the refs off. Look what happens. Sorry.
Yeah.
Or they're afraid for their lives because they're afraid they're going to be thrown into slave camps. Like, I still love the fact that we beat the Aussies, though. Oh, delicious. America beat the Aussies. Like, delicious. Delicious. And they're all mad.
It's like these North Americans are like taking over. But this was our game. Hip hip cheerio. Not anymore, bub.
Like, you're not that good, mother effers. Like, I don't know why you all. It's like the Olympics all over again. It's like, I don't know. Is it China's like slipping them things? Like, do you all really think you're that good? Like, because you're not. You're not
because
bad.
we're like, we don't care about soccer. Fuck off. And then it's like, no. Here, poke. And then they poke the bear, and the bear's like, okay, fine, I'll play you in fucking soccer. And then just like demolishes them and goes, what? You wanted to play.
Yeah.
You wanted to play and me to just let you win? No, that's not how this happens. It happens in hockey, basketball, football, soccer. Remember when the Europeans were like, oh, we can beat Team USA or whatever, and Team USA just destroyed them in basketball.
Yeah.
I think this is for USA. This is like first time in a very long time they made it. So it's not like they have a lot to talk about just yet. But we'll see. If they make it to the bracket stage and make it all the way to the finals, at that point, yes, they can,
Well, we were supposed to,
but not yet.
We were supposed to lose to Paraguay because everybody was intent that we were going to lose to Paraguay. And we beat Paraguay, and then we beat Australia. But the next big match that's coming up that I'm going to watch is Japan. So it's going to happen while we're on stream. Yeah, it's tonight. It's like in 30 minutes. Yeah. It's Japan, Tunisia. And
the rest of the world outside of North America really likes soccer. They put a lot of money into and America just did it. This is my supposition. Just did it for FIFA to be like, yeah, fuck you, we can play. But there hasn't been a big drive, a big demand in Canada or the US for soccer. It's actually gone up proportionate to the amount of immigration that we've both had. Funny that you import a bunch of people from the rest of the world who actually do like soccer. I'm not denigrating anybody. I'm talking anybody from Asia, Europe, Africa, South America. They all love soccer.
Yeah. Because it's a very
and so
cheap
when you
sport to get
bring those
into.
people in, they're like, yeah, I want to. And now you're giving us a home team, air quotes, new home team to root for. There's going to be a little bit of investment to go, okay, can we make this a thing now?
Yeah. We need to let Skep do his job.
Yes.
We're 27 minutes into the show and Skep hasn't greeted anybody yet. You still with us, Skep?
Well, yeah, I'm still here.
Just standing by, just keeping your powder dry.
Celebratory for Sora's return.
Yes. Go greet the chat if you would, please.
Very happy to have with us several. The first one in tonight was Chris, and he was followed by, let's see, Dark Side, and I think we have Chris, Dark Side. Hey, Campbell's here. Hey, Campbell, how you doing, bud? We've got several of you in chat. Thank you for coming and joining us. We do the show for ourselves, and of course, but do it for you too.
Mhm.
And love to have you be a part of the show and interested in what you have to say here in chat. Thank you for coming and joining us. And in doing that, Harry, how was your week?
It was fine, other than the fact that my sound deck is being stupid. I gave a presentation on Monday, which was extremely well received, and
Good.
yeah, it's
Was it
people
was
are
it,
happy with my work, which is excellent. So
the right people are happy?
the right people are happy. So
That's a good thing.
so it's good to not be completely stressed out about work this week. so work is good.
Yay.
I feel good. The weather has been exceptional. I did have to, I set up one of my cameras so I could keep an eye on the apricot tree because I was thinking, I got to head up to Silicon Valley. I got to do work stuff. And I thought, but I know this apricot tree is just going to suddenly be like that tree in Monty Python's The Meaning of Life where the one leaf falls and then they all just fall all at once. That's going to be the apricots. So I was just keeping an eye on it and I started to count the number of apricots that were on the lawn. And I'm like, oh God. And so Friday morning I was like, oh, okay, got to head back a day early because otherwise all of those delicious Blenheim apricots are not going to be edible. All the little critters are going to come and chew on them and stuff. So I have.
Those are not stupid. They like apricots too.
Well, I can't remember who it was who told me this. It was maybe was it Serenity or was it somebody IRL? But I have two apricot trees. One of them has decided it's taking the year off. It's just like no apricots this year. We're done for this year. And then the smaller, less mature ones, like I'm going to make lots of apricots to make up for the other one being lazy. So yeah, got a lot of apricots. I'm very happy about that. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them all.
Nice.
I could eat them
Can
all and
them
make
bitches.
myself sick. That would be fun.
Can them bitches. Can them bitches.
Probably going to end up making a lot of jam.
I was about to say,
Do
make some apricot marmalade or something. Yeah, do
Without
it.
pectin. Just
Oh, I don't
sugar.
need to add pectin to apricots.
Good.
And you know what? I'm such a thrill seeker. I even use the part of the recipe where I use a responsible part of the apricot seed meat, even though there's deadly chemicals in it if you use too
It's
much.
the best part.
It is the best part. It gives it that wonderful almondy, nutty, just
It's
that
gonna
little
kill me.
that little extra something. What is in those? What is it? Cyanide or something? I
Cyanide?
forget.
I thought it was art.
Yeah, something bad. But you'd have to eat all of the jam at once.
You'd have to eat a lot. You'd have
Yeah.
to eat a
Well, it's not in the
lot.
jam. Hold on. You
No,
guys.
it's in the
But-
apricot pits. It's in the
Yeah,
pit meat.
it's only in the seed. It's not in the jam.
Yes, but the jam, part of making the jam using the old school recipe, which I use, involves the apricot pits.
Oh, I did not know that.
And there are actually Italian candies which use the meat from the apricot pits too. And Italians are eating this stuff all the time, and you don't see them just randomly dropping dead from apricot poisoning. I
Yeah,
think
but
it's
that's what like medieval kings used to do that. You know, you eat
Yeah.
a little bit of the poison so you get
Yeah.
sensitized, right?
yeah, it's my iocane powder.
I think
Yeah.
cyanide is one of the few ones. You
Yeah,
can't
cyanide.
do
You're
that
not
with.
going to get desensitized.
Yeah.
You only get desensitized to it once.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's called death.
yeah. All cyanide is
Permanently.
safe. Some cyanide is only safe once.
Yeah, it's cyanide that's in the pit. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fine. It'll be fine. You don't use so
Yeah.
much of it that it ends up being a problem, honestly.
Yeah, you have to-
Interesting thing about cyanide in fruits is that it's also in apple seeds.
Yeah.
If you take 12 ounces of apple seed and feed it to a horse, 100% chance that horse will die.
Yeah, so don't do
That
that.
horse will die right in front of you.
Do not do that.
That's a
I've done
lot.
it to horse after horse. They all die. I'm just kidding.
You just
But,
topsy the elephant of the poor horses.
no,
There you
right,
go.
exactly. Yeah, it's
I'm not going to
veritable
let
Thomas Edison.
I'm not going to let Edison forget that. You know, he may be dead, but I'm going to bring that up every opportunity. Hey, Sora, I know you don't. You're not going outside, but are you aware that somebody's dropping caltrops on Vancouver Island trails?
Is it a free action?
I don't know what it is. A public safety notice issued after Vancouver Island trails found booby-trapped with steel spikes. I mean, this is some Roman army shit. This is what they used to use for, and when they didn't have landmines, they just throw these things out.
I mean, is
Nope,
the
nope,
trail
sorry. Nope.
with horses and stuff?
I don't think caught every other word of that.
It's she said horses and stuff, so I think they were supposed to be I think she was talking about it's meant to be used to like take horse riders down and stuff like that, which is the reason why they're shaped the way they are, is because they're supposed to go.
Well, it takes out regular soldiers too.
It does, but it's easier for regular soldiers to see them.
Yeah.
It's harder for riders on horseback to see them.
They're bikers, mountain bikers.
Yeah, we're talking historically. There's just there's no universe in which this is a good idea in the current year.
I meant I was just I was asking before I died apparently if this was a horse use trail, and then the article just answered my question.
Yeah. Frequented by dirt bikers, horseback riders, mountain bikers, and hikers. So whoever did this hates everybody.
Yeah, mountain bikers and horse riders are bad. Dirt bikers are the worst because they go like hardcore down trails. If they're like the dirt bikers around here, that can get someone's skull crashed in. Like if they hit that and it causes the tire to go down and they just go over the handlebars, and like the 125 dirt bikes are okay, but once you start going in the 250 and the 375s, those things are so heavy. I don't care how big of a dude you are or how much protective gear you're getting something crushed, and it's not going to be a fun time.
Yeah, it's not going to be a cool sports injury that you're going to tell your friends about 20 years later. Like my first gnarly mountain bike crash. It was pretty gnarly.
Going over the handlebars on any kind of like bike is a terrifying experience.
It was.
That's
Superman.
what I did.
Yeah.
I think all of us have done it at one time or another.
That's how I tore my ACL.
I thankfully have never done that. I only went over on a dirt bike, not dirt bike, on a mountain bike. So I was already slowing down when it happened. So
I was going
didn't get
so
that hurt.
fast.
I was not going fast, thank God. I am a coward.
And I had my tires inflated for street riding because I was I was new and I didn't know what I was doing, and I was being stupid. Yeah, I Supermaned and pulverized one of my basically my middle finger on my right hand was at a right angle at the knuckle. It was really bad. Yeah. I got the ambulance ride. I told you about the skunk though, right? I broke my glasses and I couldn't see anything. And I'm staggering around trying to not pass out. And I look down and I see this black and white thing. It's like this little baby skunk at my feet. I was like,
buddy.
It's like, come on, man. Be cool. I'm just trying not to pass out here. Don't spray me, because they won't let me in the ambulance if you spray me. And so the skunk decided I was no threat to anybody.
He's probably like, oh, you pathetic.
As long as I don't fall on him, he was going to be fine. Yeah. So. Yes, the gnarly mountain bike crash. That was fun. All right, anyway, caltrops. Yes. Let's see. So we were talking about football, so I guess we should just sort of finish that up, right?
Football.
Hold on, where did football go?
Football.
So let's see. The Scottish are drinking all the beer in Boston.
You've never seen anything like it.
There's a decent chance Scotland had something to do with it.
They like a lager or a light lager, and we got two really good ones for them.
Sam Adams downtown ran out of their signature Boston lager over the weekend and needed an emergency delivery to keep up with World Cup.
They needed an emergency delivery. I got a note from Jenna, and she was saying something about the Scottish invading and drinking all their beer, and I had no idea what the hell she was talking about until I saw this.
Fans, and they're not the only ones running dry.
The White Bull Tavern, there was no beer. The Scots fans just drunk the place dry, and all they had was like Bud Light.
Pretty much everything. We went out of
Sorry, Serenity, you were going to say something.
I was about to say, like, they're putting traffic cones on statues.
Yeah.
And, like,
that's the classic.
Well, the municipal, like, city workers are helping them. Like, they're getting out, like, the bucket trucks to get them to the top of the statues to put the fucking things, put the cones on top of that.
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
No, but it's fun that they drank all the beer until they got down to the stuff that they didn't consider to be beer, and then they left.
I mean,
it's like, all that's left is Bud Light. I guess we're done here.
We have standard slabby.
Your standard should be for Budweiser. It's not supposed to be rice and beer.
considering
German
other-
purity laws for beer were a good idea then. They're a good idea now. Yes, I am being pedantic. I don't care.
You are.
It's okay for Kirin beer.
Yeah, because that doesn't have to follow German purity laws. Here, I'll play a little more of this because it's pretty funny.
Tennent's being number one.
White Bull Tavern may have run out of Scotland's iconic Tennent's beer, but that didn't stop the party.
Fans have been unbelievable. They're great. They're fun. They're drinking, partying, having a great time.
So you have a drinking kilt for obvious reasons because it might get some spillage on it. You have a dress kilt, so you always have two kilts.
The Dubliner has
See, I was completely unaware that that was a thing.
Yep. That's the rule. Scots always have 2 kilts. They have a formal and they have a walking around or a drinking one.
I didn't know a drinking kilt was like a thing.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
so in modern times, it's the drinking kilt and the more formal kilt. In olden times, it was the travel kilt and the formal. You have to go to your lord or your laird and wear your kilt, because the traveling kilt was basically laird, like they put stuff on it to make it waterproof. So, but they usually stunk a little bit because back then it was usually like animal fat and stuff like that. So they always had a traveling kilt and they always had a more formal one. They changed it.
Do you
This
guys?
is what happened
I'm sorry.
when I read
No,
too much
go.
history books. I read too many history.
I was gonna say, do you guys remember the good old days of, like, was it 2-3 years ago when the quartering and others were busy pushing this, become a Scottish lord, here buy 1 square foot of
that
land
scam.
thing? Do you remember? Do you remember that back in the good old days, those halcyon days of COVID, where the quartering was just?
You buy a square foot. And
God,
become a liar.
weren't there a lot of people pushing that?
Oh, there was a
thing?
lot.
Yeah.
It's like BetterHelp. BetterHelp is still a giant effing scam, and people still push it.
Yeah.
Honey was another one that was a giant effing
Magic
scam.
Spoon cereal.
Magic Spoon, because I
The
do have to
one
give-
where you put that ring, and whenever you drink water, you smell like a fruit or something. So it's a way of having like pop or without actually drinking it.
I think
you're
the one
just
I know the one you're
smelling
talking
it.
about. I think I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, there's been a whole bunch of them, and YouTubers just get away with it because they just plead stupid.
Good God. Okay. Well, that was fun. Let's see what else was going on. Oh, and then we were talking about the whole air conditioner thing.
Yep.
And this guy, of course, his response to people talking about that is, open a window.
It's humid. You
No.
stupid fuck.
If you open a window, then the hot air comes inside and it
Yeah.
heats the inside.
Well, I think he's talking about back in Europe, but Skep, don't you think that open the window thing is sort of said with the same tone as the learn how to code thing? It's like, oh, you've been doing something for 40 years. Maybe you should learn to code. Just
Right.
oh, you're sweltering hot and people are dying from the heat. Maybe you should open a window. It's like, shut up.
Just be cool.
Just be cool.
Just be cool, man.
Just be cool, man. I think there's a whole category of dismissive phrases, of which those are 2. There's probably other good examples of that, but nothing comes to mind. But I feel like they're,
Relax.
yeah.
Take it easy.
Yeah, be talking about like some horrible thing going around, like, the reports by the the bad touch gangs in the UK, and people saying, why do you keep talking about this? You sure seem to be awfully interested in children's genitalia. It's like, wait a second. You shut the hell up. That's not what we're talking about. Stop trying to redirect this thing into something else. Acknowledge the fact that AC is wonderful, and that hogging the AC is really great. Like when you're in the car and you just sneakily target the ACs so they're all pointing at you. That's just the best. Sorry, I like AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Gosh, I remember when I had my 70 Pontiac Bonneville, and the AC wasn't working on it because it had sat for, I don't know, probably about 13 years. It had just not been being used that much. And that was my first experience dealing with AC, like flushing the thing out and changing the compressor and doing all that work. Man, I did everything on that car. And I feel like I learned a hell of a lot. But having a girlfriend who lived on the other side of a mountain was very motivating.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, well, enough about
In
me.
1963, I got to help my dad install an air conditioner, an aftermarket air conditioner on our Plymouth Belvedere station wagon. 1963. And it was this giant unit that basically took up the center of the front seat between uh, the passenger and the driver. It had 4 giant vents that blasted just cold air, giant volumes of cold air, and it had some innards that were on the other side of the firewall. But anyway, make a long story short, that was a very interesting experience. Um, that was my first experience with air conditioning. Was that car?
Yeah,
That was
no,
the first air conditioning that I had ever experienced, I think, in my life.
It's
at that
pretty great.
moment in 1963.
Yeah. I've
I-
since I've been willing to put up with almost anything except having a broken air conditioner. It's like I could have a wheel falling off and I'd fix the air conditioner first. Sorry, what were you
Summers
going
in
to say?
Waco. Summers in Waco without air conditioning. Very interesting.
Hell no.
You were saying?
Hell no. No, I agree with the picture you had up.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
this one? Yeah.
Americans are like, shh, we can
It's like-
handle it.
Yeah. Do you need help over there?
It's like we do you want us
Just
to
blink
invade?
twice.
We can invade.
Yeah.
Give us a reason.
We can
Give
take
us a
care of this
reason.
for you.
We can fix it.
Oh God, I'm afraid. Why is Supergirl trending? Because
Because the movie's
It
coming
just came
out.
out.
well, I know the movie's coming out, but is it trending because it's awesome or trending because it's ridiculous?
Well, so far, Toy Story 3 is 5 is
5.
beating everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It comes out on the 26th, but they had an early release in Brooklyn on the 22nd. On the 22nd in 2 days, so I'm assuming that's the premiere. It just looks like Guardians of the Galaxy, and I have no urge because like I don't.
Yeah.
That's me. You like to be the son of my life? Oh my god, yes. Instead, yeah, no, 100%. You're over there.
Also, it's an ellipse. So how you came up with that specific number? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Just nerd rage.
Just let them be their own version of a nerd, Harry. Calm
Yeah.
down.
Don't be pulling averages.
Oh my god, poor baby pulled an average. Oh no.
Yeah.
Hamstring, it hurts more.
Yeah. Start telling me about perigee and okay. Anyway. Let's see. Scottish are drinking all the beer.
We should.
This actually struck me as being pretty funny. I don't know why we're getting into this because nothing really matters, right?
Do it.
Well, what modern metal guitar sounds like to non-metal listeners. It's the same note. It's just rhythm. This made me laugh out loud. Wait for it.
Oh my god!
This is really funny to me.
Harry,
Yeah.
you were so easily amused.
I'm really
Honestly.
easily abused.
Good, because
God.
this is me as a non-metal listener. I'm like, yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. I don't get the joke.
Oh God.
Harry, bless your sweet little heart.
Okay, while I'm busy throwing red meat around, let's see. Mosque built without permit ordered for removal in Kawagawa. How do you say that?
Don't know, it depends on the country.
It's
Where
in
is
in Japan. It's near Tokyo.
Oh.
Shem.
Yeah.
It's
Shem.
little Edo.
Oh, Shempson.
Okay.
Where are you?
So the city says the mosque was built without authorization in a strictly restricted zone and is not being treated differently as a religious building. A mosque has been illegally constructed on privately owned land in unpronounceable Saitama Prefecture. The building was erected without required application or permits. The city has issued corrective guidance to the landowner, a company linked to Pakistan, instructing it to remove the sculpture. Well, as I understand it, they went in and tore this thing down. That's my understanding. And there were a number of Japanese people who were even so brazen as to say, we just believe this is takia. Is that how it's pronounced, Skep?
Yeah.
Takia.
Where it's totally okay to just lie if it's for the good of Islam. Yeah. So Japanese people actually called it out as takia. We don't believe you. No, and goodbye, and have fun because we're just going to bulldoze this thing and go fuck yourself.
So allegedly it's pronounced Kawagai.
Kawagai.
That's what how pronounced says it. That's the most rated, like the top rated one that says it's how. I don't know. So that's what we're going with. But it's called Little Edo because that's in the Saitama Prefecture. But yeah.
I mean, in the abstract, I don't have a problem with whatever religion anybody has, but this whole idea that it's okay to just lie to people if it's in your best interest and then go, oh, did I do that? I'm sorry. Afterward, it's like, no, you get to play by the same rules as everybody else. Yep. No.
And they're massively strict about religious structures in Japan. They're massively strict about everything because that's just
they're really strict about developing in places where you're not supposed to develop. They take the opposite approach to planning that Houston does, as in they care about all the details.
Well, they're very heavy red tape there, though.
Yeah,
like they're over restrictive. Like they can make some of California's red tape look like party streamers. But in this case, they are absolutely correct. You're not allowed to build it. You're not going to get eminent domain. That's not how it works. Get the F off the land.
Well, I got some red tape for you here. That's the easiest segue in the world. You mentioned red tape. It's like, do I have anything with red tape in this spreadsheet? Of course I do.
Of course.
California forces Disneyland's Autotopia to change or get shut down.
Hasn't it been there forever?
It has been there forever. And I remember as a kid at the time thinking, man, there's a lot of exhaust around here. It's like being surrounded by a bunch of lawnmowers because effectively that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like the incredible smog problem caused by a bunch of go-karts driving around at Disneyland.
But it's childhood. It's fun. Give me the diesel smell. Come on.
Yes.
Is it not electric?
No,
they're not electric. They're the old style.
Well, it will be. So it says if the noise and exhaust fumes of crawling through traffic on the way to Disneyland aren't enough, parkgoers have always been able to mimic the experience on one of the oldest and smelliest rides in the park. But one way or another, Autopia is set to become both greener and much quieter. God, I hate the sound of electric cars and hybrid cars when they're doing that UFO thing where you just make that weird humming noise as they skulk around.
It's like sneaky.
Yeah.
Are there any neighbors around there? Like, what I remember...
Autotopia in Disneyland, if I remember right, is almost in the dead center of the park. So there's
no, it's all Disney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of internal combustion land.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is.
Land. It's part of Cars Land.
I forget what it is. It's not Frontierland.
It's Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland.
It's underneath the picture, Harry. It says.
Oh, sorry.
Tomorrowland.
Well, I was thinking it couldn't possibly be Tomorrowland because it's not very tomorrow-y.
Well, I know, but it's tomorrow based on what they thought it was going to be in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah. So the first time I went to Dismaland was in the 70s. Okay. And I remember at the time thinking, yeah, this is pretty smelly, but this is fun. Let's do that again. Because Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is totally gay. And but this is way better.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. You shut your foolish mouth. I will fight you. But no, it opened in 1955. That thing has been there for over 50 years, over 70 years at this point. Like,
why are
God
you
damn
gay?
it.
Who says I'm gay? You are gay.
I'm gay.
Okay.
You are gay. You are gay.
Got a chance to use that. Okay. It may not be on the soundboard. That doesn't mean I can't play it. Let's see. Let's see.
That ride is those type of rides are a nice ride for parents who just want to sit down for 5 seconds. Just let the kid do something.
Well, we've clearly
chill out.
Kidding.
Well, we've clearly reached the point where all of these serious problems have been taken care of because now we're down to this.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
First world problem.
Especially in California.
Well, here's an issue. Yeah. This is fun. It'll ever load. Come on.
Well, stress along the San Andreas and San Jacinto faults in Southern California at the highest levels in 1,000 years. That's according to new research from the University of Hawaii at Manoa. Researchers say the region is in a critically loaded state, raising concerns that both fault systems could rupture together in a major quake. As a reminder, always good to be prepared for any natural disaster.
Yeah, that's helpful. Okay, so the important thing is there was an earthquake sort of like right in the middle of the fault in California. It's like the Fort Tejon, Tejon earthquake. That was a big earthquake, but it happened in the 1860s, I believe, 1870s. So people don't talk about it much. Skep might remember it. That was a big earthquake. Down there, there's a junction where the San Jacinto and San Andreas faults meet. And there's some conjecture that there's this juncture there that's almost like a gatekeeping sort of thing. Like if that piece of the fault slips, there's about a 50% chance that the other side will just, as a sympathy strike, slip fault, will just go off at the same time, just rendering all hell breaking loose down there. It's Southern California is looking very worrisome from a seismic perspective, as if they didn't have enough problems. But sure, let's obsess about the fumes from Autotopia at Disneyland.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lots of mess.
Yeah. Flashlights, drinking water,
Because
whatever.
that's the kind of land that you want a train system to be on.
Oh yeah.
High-speed rail system to be on.
Or Elon Musk's Hyperloop. Let's just run this thing where if it decompresses, everybody just gets turned into a paste.
Yeah.
It just pink mists the people inside the thing. Yeah.
It's like, yay, let's just do that.
Least hopefully quick.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody's that lucky.
Yeah.
Also, Harry, side chat.
Side chat. Okay.
Zoom. Give you a heads up.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's see.
I try to be subtle, chat, and I suck at it, so I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Hi, Johnny.
Well, I've got Zoom chat, stream chat, then the other chat. I've got a lot of chats going, so it's a problem.
Respect to you.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. California. Now we will complain about pretty much anything. So this is under the my lobster is too buttery, my steak is too tender sort of category. Let's see. It'll overload.
Well, the Monterey Peninsula continues to draw record numbers of visitors, but some leaders in Carmel by the Sea are questioning whether the area has reached its limit. Veronica Macias has more on the tourism debate.
God
Yes.
forbid money.
We have so many tourists, we're thinking we want fewer.
Coastal cities along the Monterey Peninsula have no shortage
Blame
of
you, Sora.
visitors. Millions of people
It's your
are
fault,
arriving
Sora.
to take in one of
I actually
California's
have
most
something to
iconic
say about
beaches in
this.
Carmel by the Sea.
Every year we come here for our anniversary. 32 years
That's
now
a
we've been
boring
coming here.
anniversary.
We spend at least about 3 or 4 days.
I thought it was 33.
Could be.
Feels like it. Now at least one city official feels like they've hit the limit. The picturesque town
I
has
know where
always
that
been a
is.
tourist draw, but the mayor pro tem, Bob Delve, says it may be too much of a good thing. Delve says it's time to scale back funding for tourist outreach efforts like See Monterey.
This year,
Yeah, so they're not talking about turning tourists away. They're just saying maybe we don't need to put money into trying to convince people to show up at this point because there's like no parking. It's just really a problem.
Okay.
I'm going to play a little more of this, but what were you wanted to chime in, right, Sora?
So I had been there for several days before the weekend hit when I visited Carmel, and Saturday was fine. I was in and out. So I didn't really notice it, but Sunday, when I was the whole day in town, I was so freaking annoyed. The whole time I was going around walking, that was the day I was getting souvenirs for people. You also mentioned about going to that chocolate candy shop when I went there and I got stuff there. And I was just that time, I was like, God, there's all these tourists. Doesn't anybody work? Why are you here? It's January. Go home.
There's the tourist who's there in
As
January.
a tourist who had just enjoyed a very peaceful and I was leaving the next day, and I was just, God, these people are so irritating. So I understand.
I don't even want to be here anymore. God.
Yeah. Well, let's play a little more. There's some visuals here. Not as good as the ones I'm going to create, but they're
It's
here.
been really unique with the fact that we had Highway 1 closed for 3.5 years. So you've all of a sudden you got the excitement, you got the FIFA games going on. You had no snow in Tahoe, so again, you had more people traveling through.
Yeah. And gas
you
was
have
expensive.
Internationally, people that are choosing to stay domestic because airfare prices jumped. And we're also close enough for people to be able to afford to pay, fill their gas tank up and come down here.
Already, the city of Carmel has cut $120,000 in funding for Visit Carmel. Yet the board members of C Monterey, along with the city's mayor,
There it
believe the
is.
city-
That look about right, Sora?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
God, I love
have the
that.
certificate.
I
And
love
they
that
gave me a
place.
pin. Oh, I love it so much.
I really love that Bendix Sporting and Military chocolate. I don't know of any other place that sells it. God, that
Right
stuff is good.
behind,
Yeah.
So if you go to the little alleyway, so on the side of the place,
Yeah.
there's like an Alice in Wonderland themed, but not just that, antique shop.
Mhm.
There, everything in there is just, it's not worth the price that it's being charged. It's completely overpriced. But I think I spent like half an hour just looking through everything in there. It's great.
But it's fun to look at. That's all that matters. It's fun to look at.
It is fun to look at. I'm going to hit play now.
needs to come to grips with how to balance the tourism economic engine with the need for better infrastructure, particularly to handle all the cars.
We are one county, and there's new hotels going up between Seaside and Marina. There's a huge campground going up in Marina, and it's really something that needs to be studied on a more global aspect for Monterey County. But let's start with Carmel by the Sea. Let's get our arms around it, and let's come up with a game plan.
People who go camping in Marina don't head over to Carmel, I'm afraid.
Yeah, well,
Seaside and Marina are different socioeconomic slice.
Well, they're going to okay, so there's some traffic. That's also fun. It's better on two wheels because you just go around that shit. But they're suggesting maybe spreading things out, and it's like that doesn't work that way. You've convinced people that you have this brand. The brand is Carmel. You want to go to Carmel because it's in Carmel. Telling somebody to go to Castroville is not going to it's not going to fill that void.
Go enjoy Seaside.
It is not going to scratch that itch. There are some really good restaurants in Seaside. However, that's not going to compel people to, put 20 or 30% of the traffic
Just means Seaside
elsewhere.
is better than it used to be.
Yeah. I mean, you won't die immediately in some parts of it. It's okay.
Seaside used to be just, that was the, poor community for the poor employed.
Yeah.
Mostly over at Fort Ord.
Yeah.
That's where all the workers over at Fort Ord lived.
I'm going to be real nosy with Sora, and you don't have to answer this, Sora, if you do not want to, because if it's too intrusive. But what did it cost you to go?
Oh, for me, it wasn't. So the hotel and flights were about 1,200 Canadian, maybe 1,300 with taxes. So for me, that's great. So that included all the flights. So from here, I went via San Francisco.
Okay.
And then and that included my whole hotel for a week. The only thing I paid no, and that's everything. I paid upfront about 1,200, and then I paid the rest at the only thing I didn't pay upfront, like the remainder, was at the hotel. It was the tourism fee, so that extra per night, whatever. But I knew about it. It was part of the total. I just didn't pay it ahead of time. I did have a checked suitcase, so that included that was not included. And I went through United. I think I ended up, round trip was $80 Canadian for my checked suitcase.
Awesome.
And I budgeted $150 a day Canadian. But I spent, probably the most was for my birthday dinner.
Okay.
And I waited until after that to do any real shopping because I knew that was going to be very expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot
So
of sense.
basically, like a couple days worth of my budget went into that. Everything else was like $20 here, $30 there, two $1.50, $2, whatever it was for the bus. I did not take the cab because obviously when I was in Carmel, I walked everywhere. There's no driving really, and then I took the bus to Monterey. So I didn't Uber. Oh, my cab. So I took a cab from the airport to the hotel, and then I lifted from the hotel back very early in the morning, and that was like we'll say $50.
And you flew into Monterey Airport, right?
Via San Francisco.
Well, I mean, you didn't go directly. You basically
Yeah.
went to SFO and
Yeah,
then took
I
a
went
little
to Monterey.
feeder
And so I
flight in
didn't,
Monterey.
I looked about staying. So initially, it would have doubled my cost if I had what I really wanted to do was spend a couple of days again in San Francisco and then fly into Carmel and then fly back. But just a couple, like one night, 2 days in San Francisco would have been way too expensive, even in January. So that would be, I have to spend more time places at a different time of the year to go back. But yeah, so of course your mileage may vary. It's going to depend on budgets, etc., considerations. I personally think it was for me if I were to take away the high cost of my birthday dinner and what else? What did I spend? It's a it's a ripoff, but you have to buy stuff. So those were my two expensive, the gifts for people and then the dinner. If I would remove that and just like eat here and there, it would have been very affordable. I really enjoyed it. It was a good deal.
Well, compared to going to Europe or Japan or
But it
whatever,
is
it's
in the
cheap.
middle of it's it's the middle of January too, so like that's another consideration. So I was off season, I guess you could say.
Yeah, but the weather was still not bad.
It was so warm. Like it was like the reason I checked the bag was because I didn't know what season I'm going into. So I had multiple outfits just in case. And the fact that I packed a ton of my linen summer stuff that I would take to Romania with me was a godsend because it was so hot. Like just going into the forest when I did the trails, like yes, it's cooler in there, but it's still open enough that if I had worn anything else, it would have been so hot.
Okay. Can I show you an airplane now?
Yes.
Okay. So there's this outfit. It's a teaching college thing. It's a Spartan Aviation, and they did this little thing. They have a working Lockheed Constellation, which to my mind is probably one of the best looking planes ever made. It's graceful. It's long. It's
you ought to fly in one.
It's such a beautiful airplane. So I'm gonna show. So consider this better known airplane or whatever you want to call it. But this is kind of a cool little video. I'm going to show you here.
Oh, it first. Oh, there you
Yeah. Hey, not everybody watches the show, so sometimes I have to add audio to it. Okay, is it going to actually make noise? Why would it?
Nope.
Okay, hold on.
When you push the throttles up on 10,000 total horsepower, there's nothing sweeter. And the sound, there's no sound like it. This is the one and only flyable Lockheed C-121. It's the most beautiful airplane in the world. There's not a straight line on her. Go ahead and walk forward here and take a look at the aft lounge area with the bar. Step right up, I'll make you a margarita. I'm pretty sure that Douglas MacArthur did not have a bar like this, but the rest of the interior mimics the interior that General MacArthur had when this airplane was in service with the military. Important meetings happened right here in these very seats. Before that, the airplane was part of the Berlin Airlift, which is no small page in history. The airplane served for NASA. This is the first class, Lou, and of course you're standing in the galley. Back in the day, this is how we navigated. A navigator would climb up on a ladder and go up in the Astrodome here. He'd come down, he'd have great big books and do all the tables and the math, and then very proudly go forward and hand it to the captain and say, "We are here somewhere in this triangle."
So I mean,
we were here 5 minutes ago.
It's basically the same kind of navigation you did on ships for the longest time.
Yeah, it's called dead reckoning. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have,
that's actually a celestial sight. But
yeah. Well, they had one.
You DRT up to where you are.
Well, they had those on the Apollo
after
capsule too, which came in handy. When sometimes the only way to figure out where you are is to look out the damn window. It's amazing how many different times that happens. I'm going to play a little more of this now.
And the captain with great wisdom would say, 2 degrees to the left. I know this because my dad was a navigator on the Connie. And now for the best part of the tour, may we have a drum roll, please? Come on up to the cockpit. Flight engineer has 54 instruments. The pilots have 16. The first time I sat down at this panel, I was 16 years old. I remember sitting here thinking, no mere mortal should be required to keep track of this much stuff. When we're flying, it's a bit like the ships of old. The captain literally calls for all the power settings, and I set them. Really, I control everything until we're on short final, when he says my throttles, and then he can control the engines for the landing. But other than that, I'm doing all the power settings, keeping track of all of the engines.
God, that's a good-looking airplane.
Oh, man. You should be aboard one when they start that engine and scare the crap out of you, how much flame comes out of it.
Well, I love the round windows on the inside. That just looks like I've heard people
the backward seats.
I've heard people talk about the Constellation as just being one of the most civilized airplanes to fly in.
That was
a great airplane.
Absolutely was.
I have to say this for chat, and specifically Johnny, because Johnny made the comment in chat.
Yeah.
He said, I saw a straight line.
Okay.
So that's for you, Johnny. That's for you.
It's pretty swoopy. I mean, that's back when you had to do all the math by hand too. That's a lot of slide rule time that somebody spent on this
Johnny's
airplane.
just overcompensating because it's Pride Month.
Oh, is that why? Or Juneteenth?
We already passed Juneteenth.
That was a holiday here in California.
That's a holiday. That's a national holiday, Harry.
Oh, that's true. That was one of Biden's great accomplishments.
Do you know what's behind that?
Juneteenth, or why he did it politically? What do you mean behind it?
Why Juneteenth is the thing? What it stands for?
That's when the slaves that were in Texas found out that everything had gone through. I thought was
that's
the whole
right.
big deal.
Yeah,
right.
I don't mind Juneteenth, but it does feel a little bit like double dipping. It's like different interest groups get their own thing. Like Italian Americans got Columbus Day. Sure. Okay, Columbus Day. And then they booted Washington and Lincoln's holidays so we could do one for MLK Day. Okay, fine. So we got a day. But Juneteenth, that's double dipping. Everybody gets one, but then they get two. And even that, I can kind of look aside. The thing that kind of chaps my hide is the whole separate national anthem. That's where I kind of go, no, I'm drawing the line. No, you don't get your own national anthem. That's like,
what kind of a racist person are you?
I'm not being racist at all. I literally love everybody, but nobody should get their own separate national anthem. There's like one size fits none. That's what you get. I'm a pacifist.
It's a whole thing down here, Sora. Like the African Americans have their own air quotes national anthem, but almost no one plays it. Almost no one takes it seriously.
Put you down for yes on slavery.
I'm not in favor of slavery. I just want equal treatment for people.
Obviously, you are.
I mean, yeah, clearly with this
you're
attitude.
a monster, Harry.
I'm just a terrible. Yeah, forget the fact that in my hiring history, I've been like a one-man affirmative action machine. But no.
Yeah,
clearly,
doesn't matter.
Everybody gets.
Too late.
Why can't everybody just have their own national anthem? And we all have to sit. We all have to sit through each other's. Yeah.
Racist.
And we should all have to sit through them and pretend like we care. Yeah.
Racist.
Yeah.
We should come up here and listen to how they open every sort of anything.
Land apologies. Land apologies.
I'm not apologizing for anything.
I ain't apologizing for shit. I draw the line there. I will not apologize for shit.
You're apologizing to me for bitching so much and me not like.
So if I play part of a clip from,
I want to apologize to the Apaches, and then I want the Apaches to apologize to the Utes. I want the Utes to apologize to the Paiutes. I want the Paiutes to apologize to the first peoples, the truly sad people that even the Paiutes could take their land away from them.
Yeah,
I want to have all those all the way back. If you're going to land acknowledgement, I want them longitude.
The only acknowledgement I'm going to go through with is I keep pointing out that the natives in North America were way more hardcore and badass than the ones in South America. The South American ones, you just show up and sneeze on them. It's like, okay, well, this is ours now. You know, we're done. The natives we had up here were all like badass.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I mean, the ones down south were not bad either. Here,
they were hardcore like some of the North American tribes.
Like Crazy Horse.
The North American tribes were like serious warriors. Those guys were tough. They did kick ass. Maybe I'm being a little dismissive of the Incas, but only because it doesn't count.
Just a tiny bit. Just a little bit.
How tough can they be when they're sacrificing children?
Exactly. Oh, but the quinoa won't grow unless we, have little Quetzalcoatl get sacrificed. I don't know.
Well, no. Hang on, because there's actually something to this anthropologically.
Okay.
If you look down at particularly the Incas, they were a much more mystical people. They were a much they didn't, when they interacted with the Europeans, they either thought they were gods or thought they were demons. And there was quite a bit of fighting. Incas, and guys like Pizarro just went down and massacred the sheer number of Incas that Pizarro and conquistadors like him wiped out was substantial. It wasn't like they didn't want to resist. They were all dead.
Yeah, because when you wear metal armor, stone arrows kind of don't do much.
It's just not gonna cut it.
No.
Like
pretty noises.
Yeah. Just like light hail on a metal roof. So if I play something from the Kifness, are we going to get copy struck? I mean, even a little of it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, then, sorry, Johnny, I can't play the thing that he sent me. The Kifness X Gay Cat, look, I'm gay, why are you gay? I'll put the link in the...
Share it in the chat?
I'll put the link in the chat for those who want to...
If you've never heard of Kifness, oh my god.
I know, but if I've heard of it, that's why I wonder if we're going to get copy struck.
I'm saying to Sora, if she... Oh, you both haven't. Okay, yeah, you should look into the Kifness.
Okay.
It was on tour here. I sold out. I was like, oh, that'd be cute to go see him live. It was all sold out. Like last year.
Excellent. Okay. Let's see, where are we? Where are we in the spreadsheet? Okay, so transportation, check. Let's see. Yeah, save that for later. Got some feel good stuff here. We don't need to feel good. We can just continue to feel bad. That's okay.
Oh, wow. He's at 3.25 million subs now. Wow, good on you, dude.
Yeah.
I remember when he was like 100K.
Well, okay, so this is a bit odd, but I've often wondered about people who have lots and lots and lots of credits in IMDb, and I always assumed it was like Sunteko or one of those guys with like 100 or 200 would be the top thing. So I did some looking into it because I was sort of curious. There's this Indian guy who has 1,168 actor credits.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's insane.
Bollywood movies, they make Bollywood movies a month. Like they turn that shit out constantly. Like it's insane how fast they turn that shit out.
Well, look at number 2 is a guy named Frank Welker. Actors, sound department, music department. So he's got 857 actor credits. So Frank Welker was born in Colorado. He followed his dream to California, started a voice acting career, which has spanned over 5 decades and hundreds of credits. Frank has worked with fellow actors, including Casey Kasem, Nicole Jaffe, Don Messick, Heather North, and Ellipses. That's a lot of credits. Even for voice acting, that's a lot of credits.
Well, if he's just like a background, if he's like one of the side characters, they can usually do. Yeah, he does. Looking at his stuff, he's usually like one slightly main character and then a bunch of like sub characters. So he's doing multiple voices per thing.
But I respect the hustle. That's
absolutely get it.
Yeah,
like
his agent must be a very happy guy.
Like you get your shit, honey. Get it.
Is that Casey Kasem? And then another Bollywood guy, Jagathi Srikumar. With only a measly 812 credits, his work ethic isn't nearly as good as Brahma Dama Dama Ding Dong up here at the top. Yeah. Fred Tatasciore. I've never heard of this guy, but apparently he's got 789 actor
Leave
credits.
America.
Yeah, Fox's Family Guy, American Dad, The Cleveland Show, yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool. Yuri Lowenthal. Now, that's a name that I recognize.
Yeah, like he's been in so much stuff. He's like one of the like the big, like he's got a book about being a voice actor and all this kind of stuff. Like he is, yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm
Yeah,
amazed the numbers are higher.
728. So back to India, 674, Shakti Kapoor. Okay, Eric Roberts. Now this is the first big name in here. Julia Roberts' brother, the guy who stunk up the screen as the villain in the American attempted reboot of Doctor Who that was awful. I can't remember. He was the bad guy in that.
Great.
He was yeah, it was fantastically horrible. And then there was, he played the villain in Dead or Alive. That was that thing based loosely on the video game. That's a fantastic movie in the best way possible. Love that movie so much.
And it has all the like the best like girl, like tough girl actors. Like they all play the same character in everything.
Natasha Maltha. Sarah Carter, Natasha Maltha, Devon Aoki. It's so embarrassing that I know this. Who else?
Girl from My Name Is
the girl from S Club 7 or something, wasn't it? That
Emma, I believe. It was
yeah,
like
that Australian chick. Can't remember her name now. Which oddly, she's probably the most famous actor in that list. Anyway, yeah, but he's so good at being bad.
Jamie Priestley, is that the name of someone?
Oh yeah, she was in that too.
She was in it.
That My Name Is Earl woman. She played the American wrestler chick Tina. That movie's a lot of fun. It's absolutely terrible, but it was a lot of fun.
And they have Devon Aoki in it, so I loved her so much.
That movie is absolutely terrible. Who was the Australian chick, the upside down one? What was her name?
The upside down.
Because it can't be S Club 7 because they're British.
Oh, I thought they were Australian. See, I don't know anything.
S Club 7 is not.
I don't know anything.
The actresses in it are Jamie Priestley, Tina, David Aoki as Kasumi, Sarah Carter as Helena Douglas.
Yeah.
Holly Valance is
Holly Valance. That's the one I couldn't remember.
There we go.
Okay.
Got there eventually.
Okay. Yeah, but Eric Roberts, I would have never guessed in a million years that he has 592 actor credits.
Oh, if you look at his IMDb, it's insane.
It is insane. Tony Devon, 577.
Yeah.
Govardhan Asrani, 441. Woo. And then James Hong. Now, you notice that Suntech Go is nowhere in this list. You go through this thing, and there's lots and lots of Indian people. Ed Asner, 404.
Get it, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Danny Trejo, 395.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Good times. Anyway, Ed Begley Jr., 328. Yeah. If I had been asked to guess who would be in the top 20, I would have completely and utterly failed. I was kind of surprised. So DrFunctional, am I just naive that I didn't realize there were people out there with this many credits? Probably. Or is this like a reasonable mistake for me to make?
No, it's reasonable.
Yeah. For normies.
I mean, especially when it's mostly full of Shemp.
But yeah, I was about to say, it's like when it's mostly Bollywood actors. Like it's understandable you wouldn't know, because how would you know most of the Bollywood actors into Bollywood?
A lot of the local talent does this kind of stuff to pay bills and then moves on to like screen acting.
Yeah.
It's not the same kind of mentality of jobs. And even now in the more modern era, like the last 10 years, you're getting a lot of they brought in they'll bring in the big names as guest stars to sell the animation. Vox Machina, Wayne Brady. They brought in Wayne Brady, and it's a safe name, but he hasn't really been doing anything since Whose Line Is It?
Mm-hmm. I still think
And
it's
so you'll
hilarious that I have a Wikipedia entry. I mean, IMDb entry. This is the funniest thing ever. You guys all knew this was here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Generally, people in the audience knew this was here.
I do not know. So.
I don't know what people know and what they don't know. Yeah, Prospero, Sanguine, Delahaye, Terry, Adam, Chaos Eve, Lucky Pop-Tart, Hammer. Oh, just so many people. So many people. Anyway, just a little diversion. I know it's not the most important topic in the world, but entertainment. Let's see. Okay, so back to the sort of the World Cup thing. San Francisco hotels endure weak World Cup while 2 other cities thrive. So, this is a stupid article because San Francisco really isn't that close to where the World Cup is going on. Okay, sorry. Technical excellence here. Yeah, San Francisco hotels endure a weak World Cup while 2 other cities thrive. San Francisco is not where it's taking place. It's taking place a couple counties away in a completely different place. So why are they thinking that San Francisco would suddenly see lots of visitors? They're flying into San Jose. They're staying in Palo Alto. They're staying in Silicon Valley, which is like several counties. Santa Clara County, then San Mateo County. Then, I don't know, maybe there's another county after that. I've lost track of how many counties. It's not even in the same county. So why would they expect that San Francisco would get lots of tourists? I mean, they're going to get some.
Harry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bay Area has hosted major soccer events, including 1994 FIFA World Cup, and will welcome the world for 6 matches during the FIFA World Cup 2026 at the San Francisco Bay Area Stadium.
Yeah, which is in Santa Clara.
I know, but honey,
Yeah.
It's called San Francisco Bay Area Stadium. Do you understand how many Europeans don't understand that that's not in the same area?
If you fly into SFO and get a room in San Francisco and then wonder why you're so far away from the stadium, you're going to be sad. But yeah, I guess there are people that don't know how to look at a map. Oh, speaking of maps,
Would they?
I guess
If it's called San Francisco Bay, they would assume it's in San Francisco.
That would be, and they would be
I've been
wrong.
watching videos of Europeans like driving from like one end of the state to another. They'd be like, "It feels like we've been driving forever. It feels like we've driven through 10 countries and we haven't even gotten out of state."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the ones driving across Texas.
America is ginormous compared to you people. Come on.
Yeah.
I used to complain about them driving all those giant cars. Now I see why. There's nothing around.
Yeah, we want to be comfortable if we're going to be on the road for 10 hours.
Exactly.
It's like, you know how long it takes to get from one end of Texas to the other when you're going when you're going right to left? How long does it take to get from going across the widest width part of Texas? Does it take to drive through there, Scap?
Like from Sulphur Springs to El Paso, it's about 20 hours.
Yeah. To get to the West Texas town of El Paso. Yeah.
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 And that's interstate 100% of the way.
Yeah, SF Gate is not a very good publication. That's why I rely on what's that Indian newspaper that seems to have all the good headlines.
Indian Times or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
whereas something like Scotland takes less than an hour to go east to west, and 8 hours north to south.
Yeah.
I mean, can't you get from like what is John of Groats or something to the Orkneys in like a day? I mean, you could just drive for 24 hours and get from one end to the other.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not 20 hours. It's 8 or 9 hours to go from the bottom to the top or top to bottom. But width-wise, it's under an hour.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Again, to get them to realize that, like Skep just said, from the widest points of Texas is almost 24 hours, 20 hours. To them, it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And you're not even out of the state. You're just going from like one city at the edge to the other city. Yeah. When they can traverse their entire country in an afternoon.
Yeah. You want to see some stuff get blown up for less money? Blown up on the cheap.
Balls?
Hit the button.
Soccer balls?
The AC-130 Ghost Rider now has a low-cost, lightweight, precision-guided munition that they employ called the AGM-176 Griffin. You can see him loading one here. It actually launches through the door.
Let's just drop
Weighs
it out
45
the bottom.
pounds. 13 of it goes boom.
Because that's just another way to make the AC-130. Hey, what if we take this missile that's totally not designed to be air launched and just drop it out the back of
I was going to say they technically didn't air launch it.
an
They just dropped
AC-130 and then just let it do its thing?
Drop that bitch.
American ingenuity is a great thing.
Oh, you bet.
No, that's called a bunch of munitions boys went, we have spare of this. What do we want to do with this?
The AC-130 is just a terrifying piece of hardware.
Oh, it's an awesome.
And when one of those things shows up on the battlefield, you better just get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Because you were dead meat.
I'm not sure what's scarier, the bird, coming off of the Warthog, or seeing an AC-130 showing up.
Both.
I think it might be the 130 that's
the 130 is definitely
the more terrifying thing. Yeah.
The A-10's impressive, and it's pretty cool, but the thing that is going to kill you is that attack configured C-130.
Yeah.
Get that booty.
Undersea cable okay, let's try this again. Undersea cable connecting Egypt and Syria has been cut. State-owned telecom operator says Damascus blames systematic sabotage campaign as cause of damage.
Are we going to get blamed again like we got blamed for the goddamn German one too?
No, they'll blame Israel for this.
Yeah.
Really?
Syrian telecommunications company, a state-owned enterprise that operates the country's internet infrastructure, said that an undersea cable connecting Egypt and Syria was cut and that it would take time before the full resumption of services could take place. But the country hasn't named any possible culprit. Arab news reports that the Damascus government has blamed a systematic sabotage campaign as the cause of damage. Yeah, but who's doing the systematic sabotage? We think that we have these incredibly resilient systems, but all it takes is somebody just pulling an anchor or somebody with some dive equipment to just go down and mess some stuff up, and then suddenly there's no internet in some place, or you degrade it to the point where it's almost unusable. I feel like it's like super vulnerable technology. I mean, aside from being resistant to solar flares, it's in every way less resilient than satellites. Because about the only thing that's going to screw up a satellite is solar flares. But it's super easy to take these things out, apparently, because I don't know, man. I find this to be extremely disturbing to me.
Well, I mean, until we come up with something better, not much can be done.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, there's microwave towers, there's fiber optic cables, and if there's a big body of water in the way, all you can really do is just run them. And then if somebody cuts them, you go back at them. And I mean, some of the some of the drone technology that we've got, some of the sea drones are pretty amazing. We lost a helicopter in the Gulf not that long ago, and the crew got rescued because essentially one of our seagoing drones found them, and they just hauled their asses up on top of that thing, and it took them back to our side.
Like, all right, buddy, go home.
Yeah, but the range and the amount of time that these things can run, it's like, holy crap. It's
Beep, boop, going home.
yeah. I mean, it only took them 3 hours to get to Gilligan's Island.
Somebody hit the Roomba button. Hit the home button on the Roomba.
Yeah.
3-hour tour.
Yeah.
Not 3 hours to get to the island.
Yeah. Oh, it's
less
true.
than that, Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they had the wind assist. Let's see. Okay, so we've got another 30 minutes to go. Let's see. What do we want to do for the next 30 minutes?
Spud weighs 35 pounds. 13 of it goes boom.
Okay, so you're going to like this. Now, I find that when I see things that are cool, and I look at the date so I can try to figure out right away if it's AI or not. Because a lot of times now, whenever you see something cool, don't you think, oh, I'll bet that's just AI?
100%.
Well, yeah, this predates that sort of thing, so not AI.
Oh, yeah, I remember this picture. I remember this.
A fight between two mice on a London Underground platform. The the photo taken by Sam Rowley won the Wildlife Photographer of the Year People's Choice Award in 2020. So it looks like these two mice are having a little scuffle.
Like,
I love it.
Yeah.
Brute, how dare you betray me? Ah,
It's like epic music playing in the background.
more epic
Amato, no, Yoshi, no, I love you.
more epic than Nolan's Odyssey. Better cast.
Yeah.
But I remember when that picture went viral, everyone was like, what the fuck? Because I think the reason why he was able to get that picture is because everything was in lockdown.
Yeah.
Makes it awesome.
I wouldn't have expected mice to fight like that, but I'm like, okay.
Oh, they're brutal.
Well, I know they're brutal, but I wouldn't expect them to like stand up and throw their little hands at each other.
Fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cats do it. Skunks do it. I've seen possums do it.
Even educated fleas do it.
Yeah, no, they go back on their hind legs. And just
Let's do it. Let's fisticuff.
Yep. Nice one.
They try to beat
10
the
points
shit out
for
of each other.
Gryffindor.
They 100% try to beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
It's just it's so cute because it's a mouse, you know.
Well, I put architecture in the thumbnail, so I guess I have to do the architecture thing. I can't put it off.
This is the world's first court scraper. Turns out Central Park is inside it. This owner bought a full city block on the Hudson River, but they also own this tower right next door. And the tenants there were paying crazy rent prices for views of the water. So if they built a standard rectangular skyscraper on the new plot, it would block those views. But the owners still needed to build as many apartments as possible. So they took a gamble and hired a Danish architect for his first ever US commission. And his solution was to invent a completely new building type called a court scraper.
Yes, this thing is so cool.
I mean, this is a great solution to an architectural problem. I love the fact this is an engineering thing. Give me a set of criteria. Okay, these establish my boundary conditions, and then I can do whatever I want as long as it meets those criteria. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
And then you give it to the crazy Danish guy and let him go.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Europe, buildings
And it
wrap
looks
around
like-
central
Oh,
courtyard.
sorry.
No, continue.
With generous shared spaces. But in America, buildings go straight up to be dense, efficient, and maximize every square foot. So he questioned, why not both? He took a traditional European courtyard block, yanked one corner up 467 feet into the air, and the other three corners stayed low to preserve the neighboring tower's views. So now the building gets all the density needed in a New York City skyscraper, but at the same time, the generous communal space of a European courtyard. So hidden at the building's core is a garden with the exact same geometric proportions as Central Park, but just shrunk down 13,000 times. And the apartments get a
Yeah, exactly.
And gets appropriate sunlight that they can have a really nice green area.
Yeah.
It's getting enough of the sunlight. A lot of those European courtyards, they don't get enough sunlight, so it's mostly paved over. So kids can play, and it's still a good space, but it's nicer to have that much greenery. And people on their balconies can also have plants. It's also good. And it's like the who's the guy who made the paintings of the stuff that like goes in 8 dimensions?
The painting of the Escher.
Escher, yeah. It's like an Escher when you look at it from atop.
So you want Escher, not Giger or Geiger?
Yes.
I mean, Geiger's a little more.
Well, I mean, just look. The human eye looks at it from an elevation, like looking down into the side at it, and the shape doesn't quite vibe with your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Like it fills it in and makes it look rectangular or like a pyramid, but it's not. And he made this really cool. I read about this. He made this really cool visual trickery in how it's constructed that it adds to the beauty of the construction of the building.
And it's not like that place in Romania where they built the apartment thing around the crane and then they couldn't take the crane out.
There was another one too that they had to do where the sugar factory was designated a landmark. So what they had to do is they braced the facade, the brick facade of this, and then built this glass skyscraper coming out of it. They're finding out, they're making all these really good decisions on the architectural level to revitalize parts of New York's harbor, and it's just I envy that because my city's going the complete brutalist way, and it's ugly and disgusting.
Yeah, architecture is functional art, and I feel like that having some soul to the architecture of a place just generally makes the sense of it better. Kind of like I like it when there's not so much sky dark, light pollution at night that you can still see some of the stars. It's just that's just this oversaturated, brutalist, terrible, poorly thought out thing where you just thrust people into darkness. Just, I don't think it's good for people's mental health. I know it wouldn't be good for mine.
It's not, and it's very bad long term because they've studied some of the psychological effects that you have in former Soviet blocs, and the people who didn't kill themselves kind of wish that they did, because it's just you're sucking the soul out of their very lives, their homes, the place where they're supposed to be the safest. They go outside and they look at it, they go, it's just as depressing outside as it is inside.
Did I hear an from Serenity?
Probably a dog thing.
Oh, okay.
And that's why architecture like this is so important. You're right, because without the science and mathematics, without the soul to sort of accompany the mathematics and hard data of construction like this and the needs, you're just going to end up just not. No.
Well, it's like
you need to think long term.
Well, you go to a city, and you kind of get a sense of it. I remember the first time I went to Denver, and I thought to myself, man, the quality of life in this city feels really good. Just it has like the downtown sort of stuff, but it's sort of packed up in such a way that it's cut apart by trails that go along the big rivers that go through town. They're really fantastic parks. It doesn't feel like you're trapped in some sort of young adult dystopian novel where you and your hot friends need to escape. Was it that Maze Runner thing or whatever? It's not like that. It's a great city. It's got a really great feel to it. I wouldn't want to live in a big city, but if I had a place like this where you could go into that courtyard and have a cup of tea or something and read a newspaper, that would not be bad at all. Because I feel like this is a very livable kind of architecture. But anyway, saying enough nice things about this foreign architect guy. Let's complain about data centers because we can. Yeah. Data centers are guzzling California's water. We have no idea how much. Well, that's not entirely true. The how much is a lot. Let me see if this actually still loads. How
much? Yes.
The whole thing when you do the archive thing, I think the links expire. So hopefully it's going to load. Well, maybe. I am not a robot.
Every data center is going to have its own hydroelectric dam.
Oh, there's some huge geothermal thing that they're doing for some of the data centers.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, some of them can be closed loop. They could just import a giant ice cube from Antarctica.
Here we are. Okay. All right. Amazon says its data centers used 2.5 billion gallons of water in 2025. So just AWS in 2025 used 2.5 billion gallons of water just for the Amazon data centers.
Where is this?
This is worldwide. So just to give you an idea of how much water data centers use. Now, the reasonable question is, why are data centers using so much water? Is it all the caffeine and Jolt Cola and flushing all the toilets from the people who work there? No, it's because they use water as part of the cooling system for these things. They use these water loops, and essentially chilled water goes into the data center and then gets turned into either cold air or gets run through the cabinets themselves to cool things off. And then hot water that's been heated by the waste heat from the machines goes back out. Now, if you want to save a whole bunch of power, what you do is you run it through these things called cooling towers, where evaporative cooling drops the temperature of this water really quickly, but it also evaporates a whole bunch of water. And then you run it back through regular refrigeration and run it back through. They can just not use the cooling towers and run it through refrigerators. And essentially, the water is just like the heat exchange media, right, for cooling off the things, just like when you water cool a computer. You don't dump the water down the sink when you water cool a computer. Anyway, you understand what I'm trying to say. They don't have to waste all this water. It's just expedient for them to do it. And who cares about the people who live in New Mexico who can't brush their teeth or whatever because they don't have any water?
And the regulations in parts of California, the purity of the water going into people's homes is less than is less quality than the water that they put down the drain. So people in their homes are getting fined by these municipalities because they have to purify their wastewater because the data centers are polluting the water that they get from the system. And it's so much bureaucracy. It's so stupid.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't hate AI and government enough, let's throw this out here. Farmer donates land for a park. City sells it for data center development. $10 gift became $10 million for city government with $30 million tax expected over next decade. I don't know. I would be kind of pissed if I said, hey, here's some farmland, turned it into a park, and then they sold it to a data center.
This is where if he became Bulldozer 2.0,
yeah,
I'd be behind him 100%.
Yeah.
Like this is what radicalized, you know, when people joke about what radicalized you and then they say something, and
Yeah.
this would be the thing.
I kind of feel like if you donate something to the city and they accept it with the proviso that it's for a specific purpose, there should be no takebacks.
Yeah, but it has to be locked in with contract language. It's not, they can do anything.
Yeah.
As soon as title passes, it becomes their possession. They get to do what they want with their possession.
Yep.
Without a contractual link.
Well, that's why restrictions that are placed on titles, those are the only things that really endure.
Truly.
Yeah, you can't just make those go
really
away.
Strong easement. Yeah.
I mean, there's always eminent domain, right? So they could basically say they have to use this for whatever, they can change it. But I don't know. This just pisses me off.
They have to hit for that, though. You can fight that as civil action. There's a ton of law on that.
Now, I don't know this for a fact, okay? So I can't even allege it. I'm just saying hypothetically, people on that city council, they've got nieces and nephews who are looking for jobs, quality internships, maybe a nice cushy position somewhere. Data centers generate a lot of jobs. There's an awful lot of possibility for completely untraceable kickbacks in a situation like this. Not saying they're here, not saying that's what's happening. I'm just saying that it's impossible to verify that it's not happening.
A weakness in our criminal system of justice that will require proof.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not talking about going and criminally prosecuting people. It's just, it informs the way I look at all government stuff. When they talk about, I want this to do X, Y, and Z, it's like, no, I don't want you to have that because I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Full stop. Well, you can't prove that I'm going to do that. I don't care. I don't trust you. I've been alive long enough to know that you're going to misuse this somehow, some way, and you can't be trusted with this kind of power. So no.
I've seen your track record.
Yeah.
That's why, in principle, I'm in favor of capital punishment. In practice, I don't trust the government to blow its own fucking nose without it costing the taxpayer 10 grand.
Yeah.
So, not going to happen. Not going to vote for it because.
Well, you got to be suspicious about stuff, and you never can be too suspicious when these things happen because these people who work for the city, they're not making a bunch of money, not from their salaries.
Nope.
The amount of temptation that gets dangled in front of these people, directly or indirectly, has got to be the kind that would make 98% of people fold. We like to think that we're good moral people, but man,
you've got a fold point.
Yeah, that's a lot of temptation. It's a lot of temptation.
Everybody has a compromise point. Everyone will compromise their values for something.
Yeah, and I'd hope to never get tested in a way where I have to figure that out. So I'm just happy to live in a nice civilized time where I don't have to deal with that. All right,
Some cities like to cover it up with exorbitant salaries. My city's city council make about what, 300K a year.
Yep.
And while certain mayors of the city were making 300 grand from their political appointment, they were still in public housing with their husband, who was also making 300K a year as an MP, and they were still in, public housing. Yeah, go figure. The communists were taking advantage of the system while also getting paid exorbitant amounts from the system.
Yeah. Public housing,
it.
Ceausescu edition. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Data centers, don't hate government enough. Let's see. What else would be good? Okay, so I have something listed under wholesome. I found this. You know how we look at these trade things all the time, people doing various trades, and I kind of go, I could just watch this for a long time. So here's a channel I did not expect to see. This is Ewan the Cooper replacing
the bunghole fixer.
Yeah, he's fixing the bunghole.
Yeah.
This is hypnotic for me. And he's got a whole channel of just like fixing and making barrels.
Finishing barrels?
Yeah. I mean, we still use a lot of barrels.
And it's easy to forget in the modern times that a lot of this stuff is still being used because it's tried and true, tested ways of doing things. And a lot of stuff you drink comes out of barrels.
A lot of the best stuff we drink comes out of barrels.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't just come out of a bottle somewhere, No, there's a long, drawn-out process. It is hypnotic.
It is hypnotic. I love this. I love these kinds of trade channels. I showed that one thing from Diaz Construction where they were supporting this beam that was being attached to this rock face on like hopes and dreams and aspirations and unicorn farts. Remember those two tiny screws that they put into this rock to hold up this thing? It's like, that's really funny. You almost want to see if it was April 1st when they put that video out. And then you see stuff where you see people who know what the hell they're doing. I really like watching people work on stuff when they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Ewan. I have another wholesome thing. So is Serenity gone? She's probably gone. But Sora, can you look and tell me if you think this is wholesome or if this is creepy? I need you to do a vibe check on this for me.
Okay.
Without a straw, and that's my ultimate chocolate cheesecake milkshake. Happy Milkshake Monday. Wow. If you love chocolate cheesecake, you need to make this. This is really good. Let's crush up some graham wafers.
It's just an old guy making milkshakes.
I'll add some of my homemade chocolate sauce to the glass. And we'll rim with our graham wafer crumbs. And we'll put our glass in the freezer to chill. 3 scoops of the only chocolate ice cream.
That means he's Canadian.
Does he? He's just making a milkshake.
Guarantee you he's from like middle Ontario.
You think?
Yeah.
How do you know he's from Ontario?
The Chapman's ice cream, the accent.
Okay. He didn't say. He didn't say
crackers.
sorry at any point, so I wasn't,
Doesn't have to.
Or root.
You make good cookies.
So what do you think?
I'm thinking yes, southeastern or middle Ontario.
I find it to be very, very wholesome, and it's one of those things that makes me not hate the world, because it's just episode after episode after episode of him just making like sundaes and milkshakes and stuff like that.
That's
No, I appreciate this. He also puts all the ingredients and shows everything at once in the short. So good job.
Good job. Okay.
What's his name? What's the name of the channel?
The name of the channel is The White Elephant. WHYTE Elephant. And I think this is perfectly wonderful.
We'll add a straw, and that's an orange dream dirty soda float.
1 3/4.
Happy Float Day Friday. We should give it a try.
Nice shirt, good drink, nice guy. I don't know. I find this to be restorative.
I like this.
Yeah,
Good job.
it's restorative.
Oh, yeah. I was spot on. Barrie, Ontario.
Okay.
That's 2 hours north of me.
Let's see. What
It's
else?
such a good ear for these regional accents of white people. Still.
White people?
Well, yeah. I mean, if a Jamaican is living in Barrie, I'm not going to be like, "Oh, he's from Barrie. He sounds like he's from Barrie." He's gonna have a Jamaican accent. I can't really decipher that.
I forgot about this. If blacks had a sense of humor, Juneteenth would be like Cinco de Mayo, where we all show up wearing afro wigs and fake gold chains while drinking malt liquor.
Exactly. Nobody gets all bitchy about leprechauns and whiskey on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, exactly.
We can all wear "Kiss Me, I'm Violent" t-shirts.
I hadn't actually seen that little follow-on thing. I might have thought twice about clicking on that if I had realized that was there.
Oh,
yeah, good times.
Basketball Americans are.
Basketball Americans.
Yeah, no, I mean like Chris Rock, not like a racist thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Those basketball.
Okay, Florida man found with 34 open White Claw cans on passenger seat during traffic stop. Florida Highway Patrol says. Yeah.
He's white.
A Florida man was arrested and charged. You'd think he was like a young college girl or something.
Or
yeah.
I was just about to say, or he's got a white girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't clean his car.
Let's see, what flavor is that?
He was drinking them?
Basic bitch flavor.
Well, somebody drank them at some point. Does that count as more than one open container? Because I think you can only really drink one of them at a time. I feel like it should be the same fine, whether it's 1 or 34.
I've had like 4 drinks going when driving. You have your coffee drink, you have a fun drink, and you have your bottle of water.
Yeah, and wearing your drinking kilt.
A Honda Civic. How do you fit that many cans in a...
That vehicle, a Honda Civic, was traveling more than 90 miles per hour when it passed the trooper, investigator said. The trooper was able to perform a traffic stop and said that the driver was heavily intoxicated. In addition, 34 open White Claw cans were found in the passenger seat of his vehicle. Yeah, what me worry?
Oh, Connor, no, buddy.
Yeah.
If you're going to get busted like that, it better be JD or something.
Oh, that is a rough 30.
White Claw?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, had a blood alcohol level of 0.117. Frankly, if we'd done like a pool or something, I would have guessed more than that. Because is really 0.117 at the point where good decision making is just gone? Like,
oh, pretty much, yes. That's 1.5 times the limit.
Yeah. I mean,
The legal limit does err very slightly on the side of caution, obviously.
I mean, I don't consider myself to be an epic drinker in the past. I don't really drink at all now, but not really a heavy drinker. But 0.117, that's just sort of like lay down and take a nap territory for me, not drive 90 miles an hour past a trooper.
He must be going. He is going through some shit. Okay, he's in his feelings, going through some shit, probably going through a breakup.
Sorry, Skep, we had a collision there. Go ahead.
No worries. You get that level of intoxication. That's like drinking a 6-pack of tall boy beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's about like drinking 9 beers for an average sized man.
Yeah, that's
so whatever you feel after 9 beers. That's about what.
Yeah, that's a lot of beers. Oh well. Let's see. Sora hasn't seen this one yet. I'm not allowed to exchange propane tanks anymore. They didn't find Tank Hill funny. Yeah. Sorry. Just trying to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. So, CBS will pay for unauthorized use of Linus and Lucy in The Late Show with Stephen Colbert finale. Proceeds to be donated to Jose Andreas' World Central Kitchen. I guess Stephen Colbert on his way out the door, stopped paying attention to the clearances people at CBS and put the music from Peanuts in there, the Vince Guaraldi stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's getting a big
like
fine.
20 grand.
Yeah.
So from him being at least, you know, everybody else involved, like CBS, is being a good sport of it. But he was just being a petulant child walking up. Like, double fuck you, buddy.
Yeah, just burn the place down. He's on his way out the door.
God, he shut up about going to Northwestern.
Shut up about what?
He went to Northwestern.
Yeah.
About it.
Yeah. You want to disavow. Let's see. Yeah, so he got that.
Petulant bitches.
Yeah.
He was a transfer in anyway. He was only fuck him. He didn't really go to Northwestern. He's not a real Wildcat. Doesn't get to wear that Wildcat t-shirt.
The Wildcats.
No.
Who are we gonna be?
Not.
The Wildcats.
You know what our cheer was? Kick our butts. That's okay. You'll all work for us someday.
So do you hear about Jeremy Clarkson, Top Gear guy?
Yep.
Yep. So they went in and found that he had cancer, but luckily they caught it like super early. Yeah. And so now it's now everything's turning into PSAs for getting your PSA checked. Yeah, it is nice. You get those blood tests done and stuff, and you look and go, that's good. Just stay over on that side of the graph. just don't just stay way the fuck over there. Just in the infinitesimally low levels. It's like a
telescope.
Yeah.
I get my biopsy results from my colonoscopy. So it's kind of a big week for that. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Health. Yeah, it's here for health.
Happy butthole health to everybody.
That's right. You get a colonoscopy, and you get a colonoscopy. Everybody gets a colonoscopy. Yeah. Okay.
Drink the prep, and you get to drink the prep.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right.
Important because if Skep's not around, I gotta fucking kill him. Keep him healthy.
Yeah, I'm just.
It will happen.
I'm trying to decide here what we want to watch and what we want to save. So
you and your old man are going to outlive all of us.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we did Florida Man. We did the Disney thing. Okay, here's a sad thing. I hate to go out on a sad note, but so there's a company here locally in Watsonville that makes apple cider, and they have for like 100-something years. Now, previously I mentioned that they were cutting down tons and tons and tons of peach trees because Del Monte isn't going to can peaches from California. Well, now we have this.
Martinelli's is a Watsonville-based company that's known for its sparkling cider and apple juice. The company worked with local apple growers to produce and stock those products in store
Great
shelves.
product.
Yeah, but the company recently announced canceling its contract with some local growers, leaving many concerned about their future in the industry.
They've been a super reliable buyer for us and for all apple growers in Watsonville. That's why there's still apple trees in the ground here, is because there's been a large buyer that will take everything we grow. And so that's a major shift for us.
Jake Mann with 5 Mile Orchards says his orchards will have to find another company to help them produce juices or vinegar. 5 Mile Orchards.
Or cider. Cider is really good, but unfortunately people have been not consuming alcoholic beverages. I mean, except for that one guy in Florida who's doing his best to bring the average up with his 39 cans of White Claw. Drinking rates are way down. Once the memo went out that a little bit of alcohol is actually not good for you and that it needs to be a treat.
Any alcohol is bad.
Particularly for women.
Alcohol, if you're taking ethanol into your body in that concentration, you do nothing good for your body. It does nothing good for your body. They have flogged that beast for years. And anybody knew anything about biochemistry bullshit.
Yeah. It would be nice to turn this into cider in the world 10 years ago. because there was a huge boom in cider production. But these are even slightly different apples. These apples are too sweet and not tart enough for cider. So if you only have one buyer for your product, and your product is like literally planted in the ground and hard to change, there's not much you can do when this sort of thing comes along. But so everybody drink more Martinelli cider. It's really good stuff.
Change the trees over to peach trees and grow peaches.
Yeah, that's what I do in, what's that? Banished, I think. What is that sim thing that I used to play a bunch of? Yeah, Banished. Yeah, you just tear them down and just change them.
You don't want to patron Martinelli's anymore because they're not going to use the same apple.
Well, they haven't gotten rid of everybody. They're just cutting back.
I know,
which is
they're probably going to buy Chinese apples.
Buy Turkish apples. If you go to the store and you buy apricots, they're not. A lot of the dried ones are all from Turkey and China and different places like that. I really like having apricot trees.
You know that something like 75% of the licorice in the world comes from Iran. And guess where the rest of it comes from? California.
Yay!
I fell down the licorice rabbit hole.
All right. Well, we've done our 2 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and call it, and then we can hang out afterward, which is fun. All right. Well, anyway, this has been your Minions of the Zoo for Saturday. Thank you, panel. Thank you, chat. The zoo is closed. Good night.
Thank you, Harry, for hosting.
You're very welcome.
All
All
the
right.
effort you make.
Here we go.
Good
Stopping
night,
the stream.
everybody.